Welcome to PrognoCIS. Today we're going to talk about the Rheumatology Database. When you first log into the Rheumatology Database, this is the first screen that you see. It's called your home screen. You can move forward and backwards as you start moving through the system using the arrows. The house will always bring you back to home. Each one of these tabs across the top are menu tabs and will take you to other screens in the system. Over here we have a row of icons. The first icon you see is your dashboard. So you can see your reporting dashboards at a glance. You can see 9 reports at a time. You can have up to 10 different dashboards, and you can save your favorite dashboards in the cell that you want. So it's completely customizable. You can also filter your dashboards using days, period, provider, and location. Over here, we have a button that switches you over to billing. We have one that you can take a quick appointment. You can search for a patient. You can get to your last inpatient encounter here. This is your inbox where you can send and compose messages. Over here, we have the Resource Center. The Resource Center is a wealth of information. You're going to find videos, release notes, frequently asked questions, documents, webinars, things like that. So it's a great place to learn things. We have a help button. This is A through Z, different topics in the system. We also have a page help button. The page help button explains what's ever on the page that you're on. So everything that's on that page will be explained in that page's help button. You have an I button, which is information about your system, and it also has all the links to all of your portals and things like that you have connected to your database. You also have a lock button. This lock button will lock your screen when you log back in. You'll be on the same screen that you left. If you log completely out, you're logging completely out of the system and you'll be back into the home screen. Now over here we have 2 tabs. We have appointments and open encounters. On the appointment tab, you can see all the patients that are scheduled for today. If you needed to go to a different day, you can just click on the date range right here and pick the date you need to go to. The T will always bring you back to today. You can search for a patient that's on the schedule if you have multiple pages of schedules. You can also search for an employer if you're looking for a patient's employer. Right here we have some icons. These icons are for your patient forms. If the patient has completed the patient form prior to coming into your office or on the kiosk in your office, you'll see that the patient form changes colors. Yellow means that they have not filled out the patient form. Red means they've filled it out and that you need to check it and save it and accept it into the system. Once it's been accepted, it turns green, so you know that it's in the system and populated where it belongs. You also have a filter, so if you have multiple offices, you can filter by provider. You can filter your face sheet or your homepage by visit type, by status, and by location. Now, there's also a row of icons here, so you can get to other screens like the registration screen or the insurance screen, all of that right from the icon on the home screen. Now, to get to a patient's chart, you're going to click on the patient's name. It's going to bring you to your face sheet, which is the past history information. When you first log in to the encounter side, you'll see the past history information. This screen is completely customizable. You can manage your columns here, and you can have what you need to have on your face sheet. There's up to 16 columns you can have. You can have up to 9 different face sheets. So if you come here, you might see that we have 9 different layouts. So you can have up to 9 different face sheets. If the face sheet is yellow, that's past history information that's carried forward. And if it's green, that's something that you've added new today. Now your patient forms are going to come in here. So you can see anything that the patient has completed and with a check mark beside it. Once you've reviewed the patient form, you can go ahead and accept it. It will populate in the system where it belongs. You have your vitals. The vitals can be either entered as a new vital or it can be copied forward. If you see it's yellow, it's copied forward. Anything that you changed on that particular visit date will be in the gray, so you know that that's new information. You also have a matrix here, so if you wanted to see vitals over time side by side, you could do that. Under HPI, this is where you're going to find all of your current complaints. So we did select some complaints here, but if you wanted to see the library of complaints. There's 8 pages of different complaints for the rheumatology library. Once you've selected your complaint, you can go ahead and answer the questions. If you come over to the physical section, you can see that we have multiple different physical exams that you can do. Again, you can answer the questions. You can also dictate in any one of these white fields down at the bottom. So if you're a provider that prefers to dictate, you can dictate your note. We have draw tool. So if you needed to mark something, you can pick the appropriate picture and select the patient, go ahead and mark whether it's a pain or a mole or lump or something like that that you want to mark. Or you can just put a note there, make a note, save it. And now this becomes part of your progress note. So you just have to go down and save it at the bottom. And then you can close it out. We have the rheumatology section. The rheumatology section is where you're going to find procedures. You're going to find questionnaires and assessments. So you do have 5 pages of different rheumatology related forms in here that you can use. Once you've completed your form, you do have a preview in this section with a separate output from the progress note. So you do have your procedure notes are in here. So you can see that in there. You do have labs and radiology, or you can go straight to the order sheet. The order sheet allows you to order labs, radiology, consults, procedures, prescriptions, and even DME all in one convenient area. So if you're going to order something, you can order your lab. You can say which lab you want it to go to. I'm just going to leave it in any lab. And I'm going to go put in my item that I want to order. I select it here. It shoots it over here to the order side. I clicked it twice. Sorry about that. And then I can create my order. And then the order comes at the top. You can just click on it. And now if you're doing the specimen draw in your office, you can go ahead and hit now. You can attach medical records if you needed to show why it was medically necessary. And then you can save it. And then you can either e-send it, print it, or fax it. I'm just going to mark it printed for right now. And when you go to your assessment screen, all of your charge codes will come over, or your ICDs will come over, and all your CPTs will come over automatically. And then if you needed to order a prescription, you can do that from here, or you can do it from the order sheet. You can go ahead and type in the name of that prescription. You can choose the dosage. That any way that it comes will be here in the dosage. How often, the frequency, and all of that you want to do. Would you update it? It'll move to the next line. You can also choose it from a preferred list. So if you have a preferred list created, you can choose it from there, or you can choose it from the entire code book of drugs. You can create order sets, or you can do a compound drug search to find your medicine. Now it will generate your progress note. So let me go ahead and save that right there. And you can review your progress note. At any time during the session, you can go ahead and review your progress note from the side over here. If you are prefer to do AI, we do have an AI feature in here where you can do a live chat. This is a search field where you can chat for search for something. You can do the scribe where it will record your conversation and then create a summary and then put that summary in your past visit note. Now, when we go to encounter close, we can mark it as complete and sign off. Save that and it will create a claim. So you're ready to bill right away. And all your information goes into your document list, which is your chart. It will show you how everything that you do, a copy will go into your document list. And that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching.